The need to seek out concupiscent partners comes with more urgency than typical reproductive instincts. When the Imperial drone comes knocking, you had better be able to supply genetic material to each of his filial pales. If you have nothing to offer, he will kill you without hesitation.
What?
Genetic material, without going into much detail, is a combinative genetic mix from the mate sperm and Kismesis pairs, respectively.
Excuse me, but this guy comes knocking on the door. It's like, I've got this bucket, fill it. What? What?
The pales are...
That's a big f***ing bucket! Have you filled your cum bucket this month? Alright, let's get started with Let's Read Homestuck Act 5, Act 1, Part 10. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone should be able to hear me. I'm on the big screen. You can probably see some of the cool stuff in the background. I don't know if you can recognize any of it, but like, good shit. And hopefully soon we're going to upgrade the webcam quality. I'd really like to get a DSLR, but almost there. Saving a little bit. Alright, let's go.
Kanaya, deal with your own crisis. Whew, crisis resolved. It was no doubt harrowing and suspenseful. But in the meantime, you have left your client player in the lurch. Ideally, she has not gotten herself into too much trouble. And ideally, the dramatic irony has not gotten so thick you could draw a dotted line on it with a tube of lipstick and cut it in half with a chainsaw. Kanaya, return to serving client.
Huh? So, that's why she had me make this dress for her, and I just went along with it, like a sucker. Oh, I am such an idiot!
There, sweetheart. Kanaya, it's hard. Being a kid and growing up, it's hard, and nobody understands.
Try to understand. The problem is that when the subject of troll romance is broached, our sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable. But we will do our best to understand regardless. Humans have only one form of romance, and though we consider it a complicated subject spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is ultimately a superficial slice of what trolls consider the full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little else, is still just that. A single linear concept. A concept usually denoted by a single symbol. Heart. Troll romance is more complicated than that. Troll romance needs 4 symbols. Their understanding of romance is divided into halves and halved again, producing 4 quadrants. The flushed quadrant, the colliginous quadrant, the pale quadrant, and the ashen quadrant. Each quadrant is grouped by the half they share, whether horizontally or vertically, depending on the overlapping properties one examines. The sharpest dichotomy from an emotional perspective is drawn between red romance and black romance. Red romance, comprised of the flushed and pale quadrants, is a form of romance rooted in strongly positive emotions. Black romance, with its colliginous and ashen quadrants, is rooted in the strongly negative. On the other hand, the vertical bifurcation has to do with the purpose of the relationship, regardless of the emotions behind it. Those quadrants which are concupiscent, the flushed and colliginous, have to do with facilitating the elaborate reproductive cycle of trolls. Those which are conciliatory, the pale and ashen, would be more closely likened to platonic relationships by human standards. There are many parallels between human relationships and the various facets of troll romance. Humans have words to describe relationships of a negative nature or of a platonic nature. The difference is, for humans, those relationships would never be conceptually grouped with romance. Establishing those sorts of relationships for humans is not driven by the same primal forces that drive our tendency to couple romantically. But for trolls, those primal forces involve themselves in the full palette of these relationships, red or black, toward or friendly. Trolls typically feel strongly compelled to find balance in each quadrant, and seek gratifying relationships that each describes. The challenge is particularly tortuous for young trolls who must reconcile the wide range of contradictory emotions associated with this matrix, while understanding the nature of their various romantic urges for the first time. Of course, young humans have this challenge too. But for trolls, the challenge is fourfold. Examine flushed quadrant.
You don't realize as a child that your penis has more than one function, and you're kind of like...
When two individuals find themselves in the flushed quadrant together, they are said to be matesprits. Matespritship is the closest parallel to the human concept of romance trolls have. It plays a role in the troll's reproductive cycle, just as it does for humans. This is pretty obvious. Not much more needs to be said about this. Moving right along. Examine colliginous quadrant. When a pair of adversaries delve into this quadrant, they become each other's kismesis. As one of the concupiscent quadrants, it plays a role in procreation as well. There is no particularly good human translation for this concept. The closest would be an especially potent arch rivalry. For instance, human players would never be able to adequately diagnose the relationship between the queen and her arch-agent. But troll players could immediately place it as a dead ringer for kismesicitude. They would think we were all pretty stupid for not getting it. And they would be right. Trolls have a complicated
They want to hate
reproductive
bang.
cycle. It's probably best not to examine it in much detail. The need to seek out concupiscent partners comes with more urgency than typical reproductive instincts. When the Imperial drone comes knocking, you had better be able to supply genetic material to each of his filial pales. If you have nothing to offer, he will kill you without hesitation.
What?
Genetic material, without going into much detail, is a combinative genetic mix from the matesprit and kismesis pairs, respectively.
Excuse me, but this guy comes knocking on the door and it's like, I've got this bucket, fill it. What? What?
The pales are...
That's a big f***ing bucket! Have you filled your cum bucket this month?
They're all offered to the mother grub, who can only receive such pre-combined material. She then combines all of it into one incestuous slurry and begins her brooding. This doesn't mean the initial combination was for naught, however. In the slurry, more dominant genes rise to the fore, while the more recessive find less representation in the brood. Especially strong matesprit and kismesis pairings yield more dominant genetic material. The more powerful the complement or potent the rivalry, the more dominant the genes. Troll reproduction sure is weird. We all take a moment to lament how pedestrian the human reproductive system is, and further lament that the phrase incestuous slurry is not a feature of common parlance in human civilization.
So, the more I hate someone and the harder we hate bang, the more dominant the genes we produce is. Man, we humans have been doing this wrong all along. I shouldn't be keeping away from the thoughts. I should be running right towards them.
Examine Ashen Quadrant. This quadrant involves a particular type of three-way relationship of a black romantic nature. Falling on the conciliatory side, it has no bearing on the reproductive cycle except for indirect ramifications. When two trolls are locked in a feud or some otherwise contentious relationship, one can intervene and become their auspicious. The auspicious mediates between the two, playing the role of a peacekeeper, preventing the feud from boiling over into a full colliginous rivalry. Since such lesser feuds are quite common among trolls, there is a significant need for auspiciousing parties. Without them, too many ashen feuds would become colliginous and begin to conflict with other exclusive kismesis relationships, leading to a great deal of societal complexity and sore feelings, even more so than black romance usually involves. Without auspicitism, the result would be widespread black infidelity. The relationships each quadrant describes tend to be malleable, if not volatile, especially on the concupiscent half where more torrid emotions reside. It doesn't take much to flip a switch and transmute black rom feelings to red rom and vice versa. In many cases, one party will have red feelings while the other has black. But it will often be the case that one party's feelings will swap to match the other's, since there is no quadrant which naturally accommodates such a disparity. But thereafter, it's not uncommon for the two to toggle between red and black in unison now and then. These scenarios naturally result in both red and black infidelities. This sort of relationship volatility is why conciliatory relationships are an important part of troll romance.
In human terms, we call this marriage.
An auspicious can stabilize particularly turbulent relationships. If the auspicious fails to mediate properly, or has no interest in the role, or perhaps has different romantic intentions him/herself altogether, then the relationship often quickly deteriorates into one of an especially hostile and toward nature. There are many outside factors and influences tugging and pulling these relationships in different directions, and unlike humans who are very orderly, simple, straightforward romantic relationships without exception, trolls exist in a state of almost perpetual confusion and generally have no idea what the hell is going on. Being confused by troll relationships is one thing we do have in common, though. Examine Pale Quadrant. This quadrant presides over Moir Allegiance, the other conciliatory relationship. A reasonable human translation would be the concept of a soulmate, but in a more platonic sense and with a more specific social purpose. Trolls are a very angry and violent race.
I'm sorry, but you guys remember that I had a rule of thumb of if I find someone attractive, I would never be their friend. I would never cock block myself in such a manner. So you will notice that a lot of my... Hachan can never know.
Some are more hot-tempered and dangerous than others, to the extent that if left to their own devices, they'll present a serious threat to society, or even to themselves. Such trolls will have an instinctive pale attraction to a more even-tempered troll, who may become their moirail. The moirail is obliged to pacify the other, to function as the better half. The two partners in a strong pale relationship will serve to balance and complement each other's emotional profiles, and thus allow their other relationships to be more successful. It's often ambiguous, especially among young trolls, whether a bond formed between an acquaintance is true Moir allegiance or the usual variety of platonic involvement. Furthermore, romantic intentions of a more flushed nature can often be mistaken for paler leanings, much to the frustration of the suitor. But some pale pairings, as the one above, will be strikingly obvious to all who know them. And yet others will seem to have been hatched for each other.
Is that vodka?
Wait, more troll romance exposition, please.
God, you just can't get enough of this, can you? That would have been a great point for a transition out of this illustrated sociological study, but okay, if you insist. Now, see, what's going on here is... It's perfectly simple. When the full matrix of troll romance is in action, we have... Hey, why don't you figure it out? You should be an expert on all this by now anyway. Later, our troll hero would try to explain this to our human hero, attempting to convey all the nuance of troll romance through a nearly verbatim recitation of the preceding excerpts. He would try to describe how rich and textured the troll romantic comedies were compared to the one-dimensional schlock of our human cinematic counterparts. He would barely scratch the surface of troll Will Smith's virtuosity with the delicate lattice of troll romance, as he would assist the bumbling, fudge-blooded troll Kevin James through the interwoven minefield briar patch of red rum and black rum entanglements, all the while sifting through his own prickly romantic situation and ultimately learning the true meaning of hate and pity. But would they succeed before the Imperial drone came knocking with his thirsty pails at the ready? Yes, they would. But John didn't understand any of this because he's a moron and he wouldn't shut up about his awful bullshit Earth movies. He would just go on and on and on about that garbage. But if there was one theme to be hammered through his thick skull, it would be the troll's cultural preoccupation with romantic destiny. Yes, the romantic landscape is rife with false starts and miscues and infidelities, red and black. But every troll believes strongly that each quadrant holds one and only one true pairing for them. And it is just a matter of time before the grid is filled with auspicious matchups through the mysterious channels of troll serendipity. In short, their belief is that for each quadrant there exists a pair or triad of trolls somewhere in the cosmos that were made for each other! Wow, another great transition. You wonder if it will stick this time. You have no choice but to take a stab at the rare and extremely dangerous 2x transition combo. Attempt 2x transition combo. Looks like it worked. So who is this guy anyway? Enter name. Your name is Eridan Empora. Eridan, do something awesome. Wait for it. Wait. There she blows! Okay, that guy is pretty much squared away. What about her? Enter name. Your name is Pfeffery Pacious. Pfeffery, do something adorable.
You gonna heal it? What? Your Lucis is an old one? It's fucking Cthulhu!
Pfeffery, go home.
Fucking...
That should keep her quiet for a while. At least until she dies. Eridan, go home. That should keep her happy for a while. And make a freshly orphaned troll somewhere pretty sad.
Your Lucis is Cthulhu. Oh, yeah. Fuck me. That's probably a quadrant somewhere in the fucking extended quadrant. I'm confused. I know you're confused. Let's fuck. What?
Eridan, examine block. You conveniently return to your respite block so that we may study your variety of interests. This was very considerate of you. Flowing through your veins is nearly the richest blood the hemospectrum has to offer, penultimate on the scale. As such, you are a sea
fuck,
dweller,
he's into
a subrace of
wizards.
troll distinct from the commoners by mutation and
He's gonna
habitat,
get with
a caste
that
which
other
rules
girl.
over the entire species. But ruling, in your view, is not enough.
Rose.
You have an overpowering genocide complex and have made it your sworn duty to kill all land dwellers.
Well, he's a fucking
You've
sloth.
amassed resources and deadly weaponry from around the world for this ambition through many sweeps of extreme role-playing.
He's sloth.
While pursuing a working doomsday device which will bring Armageddon to all those on the surface.
Elon Musk.
Haven't had much luck with that, but maybe tonight's your night. You hold a fascination for military history and legendary conquerors. You have dubiously modeled your profile and exploits after the most notorious figures and their stories, which are bristling with the glory of victory and the sting of defeat in political machinations and romantic intrigue. It is an image you are careful to craft through exaggerated emotional theatrics, and your penchant for mass murder notwithstanding, people tend to regard you as a bit of a tool. You also like magic, even though you know it to be fake. Like a made-up friend the way wizards are. Made-up make-believe, fakey fake fakes. It's still fun, though. Your troll tag is Caligula's aquarium, and you speak with a very weird and sort of wavy-sounding accent. You hold off on doing anything for the moment on account of courtesy to fellow royalty. On the subject of courtesy, you have also returned to your block so we can get a better look at you. Again, quite considerate. Royalty sure is civilized. You are also a sea dweller. You have the most noble blood possible, the only of your kind known to possess it, and the only to share it with the Glubagolib, a deep-sea monster also known as the Rift's Carbuncle, emissary to the Harbor Terrors, or in more hushed tones, speaker of the vast glub. This makes you the heir apparent for Alternian rulership, which ordinarily would place you in considerable jeopardy. Her imperious condescension would steer the flagship from the fleet and make an attempt on your life herself, if not for the protection of your monstrous Lucis. And if not forewarned of your race's extinction by the whispers of that Lucis, you would have big plans for the throne. All the plans. All of them. You would redefine what it means to be called in troll society. Under your rule, it would mean caring for the unfit and infirm rather than exterminating them. And you have put this idea into practice by calling the fauna of the deep. You tend to wild and beautiful aquatic hoof beasts, grooming and feeding them daily. You capture and cage cuttlefish by the thousands for their own good, and also because they are funny and colorful and you love them. They often swim through the bars of their cages, but that is fine. You run your whole palace as a sort of wildlife adoption facility, even if the wildlife's need for care is dubious at best, and the practice really just amounts to an elaborate role-playing scenario. It's still fun, though. You would also look forward to using your reign to unite the two races. You were told you would do this one day by your Lucis, even if it does contradict her message of extinction. Oh well, you suppose not all prophecies can come true? Your troll tag is Cuttlefish Color, and you have a hard time not getting really excited about practically everything!
I'm telling you, the first purple wizard guy is gonna get hooked up with Rose because they're both into wizards, and this girl's responsible for hooking up the two races under the command of Cthulhu. This plot just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
What will you both do? Eridan and Pfeffery, do something ridiculous.
Yes! Fuck yes! Hell fucking yes!
Aridin, bother Pfeffery.
Fef, hey. Glub.
Glub glub.
Yeah.
What is it?
What?
I'm wondering if you can forego the exaggerated emotional theatrics for once and actually tell me what's on your mind.
Nothing's on my mind. Why can't I just fucking talk and glub at you for a reason I don't have? Well, fine. But you don't want to hear it.
Yes, I do. We are supposed to talk to each other. That is what moirails are for.
Well, whatever.
Glub, 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 sigh. Will you take the chip off your nub and tell me what's the matter?
Yeah, well, okay. Since we are the palest of pals a guy could ever ask for, I will tell you. Even though you will only humor me as usual since you don't agree with my agenda. Any of my agendas, really. None of the agendas. None of them.
Are you fretting over another one of these dumb contraptions?
See? More condescension. You are going to make a hell of an empress.
No, I'm not. But that is beside the point. None of your plots to kill the land dwellers ever work out, and every doomsday device you get your hands on turns out to be a piece of junk.
So? I gotta keep trying. That's how all the great military masterminds became great. Through upright perseverance.
I think deep down you stack these plots against you so you fail because you know it's wrong.
It isn't wrong. I'm not going to explain it to you again. At this point, all you need to know is it's important to me. And I'm doing it for us. I mean, our kind. Nobody understands. Not even you.
This is the last time I will say this. We are not better than anybody. Glub!
Psh. Hemo spectrum begs to differ.
If you're as sickened as them as you say, why do you spend so much time on land? You can't have the sort of affinity for our kind that you profess if you've only spent, what, a few days underwater, maybe, in your whole life?
Whatever! I have to keep an eye on him up here. It's all about tactics.
What about your friends? Do you ever think about them? If they are beneath you, then they have to die too. And I know you like talking to some of them. You say you hate them, but I think you are pretending.
History is full of cases where conquerors consort with members of the enemy in a mannerly way before wiping them out.
This is the type of kid that falls in love with the lowest blood in the hemo spectrum and changes his ways and becomes a cock.
Even going as far as growing fond of something.
Called it!
It's only civilized.
I have a fishy feeling that this stupid doomsday machine thing is just another excuse to consort with someone in particular.
All your feelings are fishy.
The way it says
glub, glub,
fishy.
glub, 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 glub.
Don't you glub in that tone of glub with me, mister.
Oh, glub, in whatever dumbass, bubbly sounding fish noise I will want to glub.
Oh, shit. You are angling for so much trouble now.
Okay, please, let's just not get into the whole fucking fish pun thing again, okay? Like, well, we get it. We are nautically themed.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she ignores me. I guess she's just bored with me. We had it all set up for her to give me this thing tonight that probably doesn't even work, but yeah.
Oh
That
god, I know
was
who's
the
talking
point.
about.
I mean, you think we have a pretty good ride will be going, right? Or at least had. It was pretty fucking bitter and contentious for a while there, and there was some good chemistry. I don't know what happened.
I guess? I wouldn't really know. Sometimes people just drift away, I think. Or just aren't as into the quadrant as the other wants to be. So, you really think your feelings for her run that dark?
It doesn't matter. Like I said, she's bored shitless. I guess I'm not as good an adversary as I thought.
That is so ridiculous. Any girl would be lucky to have a kismesis as diabolical as you.
Says every friend of a guy ever. Every girl would be lucky to have you, except I'm not that girl. It's like,
Especially that one. Who knows what her problem is? She has issues.
Well, okay. Thanks for saying so.
You know, I'm not sure why we never talk about our romantic aspirations. We should more often. It's kind of exciting.
Shrug.
Probably because you fill your gossip quota with your nubby-horned bro. You leave nothing left to talk about with your dear, sweet Moirail. We are supposed to help each other with that stuff too, remember?
the cuckery.
Maybe. Seems kinda odd, though.
Your stupid fishy face is what's odd. Have you ever thought about that?
Fine. Well, those are my stupid feelings. Well, what about yours? Seems to me like you get along too well with everybody to be harboring any black sentiments.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody I feel that way about. Maybe I'm just not old enough to have those feelings yet. We are still pretty young, you know.
Yeah.
So, okay. Those are your black leanings. What about red, Eridan?
Oh, God.
Is there a lucky lady you are waxing scarlet for? Or a lucky fellow? Tell me! And don't pretend you're all embarrassed suddenly.
Okay, Fifth, this is none of your damn business! I gotta go. Be back later when it's time to play.
Someone's flustered.
Eridan, go get a beverage. Another emotionally exhausting conversation. Too many feelings and problems. It couldn't be any clearer to you. You and this sea princess have splashed down hard into the Moirail zone, and now you don't know which way's upward. Perhaps tonight you will reveal your true feelings toward her and end these exaggerated emotional theatrics once and for all, one way or another. You need a stiff drink.
Told you!
But... not this swill. You're not that desperate.
Is this the Pokemon
Eridan,
theme?
check fridge. You pay a visit to what the common land dwellers refer to as a thermal hull, instead of the more aristocratic and especially esoteric and alien-sounding term, a refrigerator. Eridan, open it. A bunch of unbelievably shitty wands tumble out. Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. Pfeffery, go get a beverage. Another emotionally exhausting conversation. Too many feelings and problems. That guy. Talk about a high-maintenance Moirail. Perhaps tonight you will reveal your true feelings toward him and end these exaggerated emotional theatrics one way or another. You need a sugary drink.
Glub!
This is stupid!
Pfeffery,
Fuck
disarm. You
already!
decide to unwind and take your mind off the drama for a while before starting the game. You nearly forgot this is going to be an exciting night. Everything you are about to do next is exciting. It is always exciting. You are excited. You unequip Sidon's Entente, a golden double calling fork, a legendary weapon reserved for royalty and generally only used for ceremonial purposes. Eridan, disarm. You unequip Ahab's crosshairs, which is yet another legendary weapon, about as powerful as your kind Abstratus will allow. You plundered it from a ghost ship during a particularly challenging campaign. It was the same old Gamblignant ship from which your accomplice at the time also plundered a set of extraordinarily powerful dice. You almost feel sorry for the adversaries you will face tonight. They will likely pose neither team much challenge at all. Unless one of the links in the prototyping chain includes something especially huge and monstrous, but really, what are the odds of that happening? Eridan, bother Vriska. On the subject of your old accomplice/rival, you guess you'll try talking to her one more time, even though you know she won't answer. You know she is bored shitless with you and your drama. You are almost starting not to care about this stupid doomsday device, which probably won't even work.
Is that the
She
white
probably
guy
knows
doing
you
the thing?
know it won't work. She has probably put all the pieces together and knows it was an elaborate ruse to be in cahoots with her again. And she just went along with it, playing you for a chump. You are such an idiot! Yeah, see? No answer. Bored shitless, just like you thought. She has much hotter irons in the fire than you these days. But it wasn't that long ago that you were the hottest iron. At the height of your prowess as Seagriffs, Marquise, Mindfang, and Orphaner Dualscar were in alliance in unmatched terror, and in competition unbridled tempest. Either way, spoils were typically traded and shared. No levels were left for anyone else to gain. None of the levels. She would have the victims of your conquest walk the plank, while you would reap the custodial spoils. And while yet another partook not in revelry but necessity. She had to keep her fed to keep her calm, to keep her terrible voice down. If she were to raise it above a whisper, trolls would begin dying. First, the lesser bloods, those more psychically susceptible. If she raised it to a shout, all on the planet would die, land and sea dwellers alike. And if she were ever to get really upset, she might release the vast glob, a psychic shockwave that would exterminate every troll in the galaxy. In truth, it would be all too easy to solve the land dweller problem once and for all. You just need to lighten up on the feeding schedule for a while. Maybe you'd be a little too busy to bother with that hassle for once. Or maybe you could happen to be off your game for a spell. It happens even to the best sometimes. But nah, it would make her upset. More emotions, more problems. That's all you need. Sometime later, the Witch of Life takes her place in the land of dew and glass. Pfeffery, report to Eridan.
That was a portal.
Woo!
Thef, are you in?
Yeah.
That took forever. I was getting worried. Kinda.
Yes, it was a pretty close call and got kind of complicated. But Solix finally came through, and now I believe the full chain is complete.
Man, that guy. He's a fucking drama machine. It is fucking pathetic.
Your stupid fishy face is the drama machine that does nothing but whine and glub. Nah.
Fuck, sorry.
Anyway, you shouldn't say that about him. He is a hero, and he saved my life.
Yeah, sorry. I was just really worried and stressed out. I thought you were dead. And I didn't even get to thank you for saving my life, or really for anything.
Stop being such a
I
bitch!
just spent all this time here worrying and thinking about stuff, and I decided I have something I want to tell you that I've been meaning to get off my nub for a while now.
Don't say knob.
Oh, really? That's good. Actually, I have something I've been meaning to say to you, too.
Whoa. Really? What is it? You go first.
Okay. But this isn't easy to say.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. Maybe I will understand more than you think. We might even be saying the same thing.
Okay, I hope so. I think... Now that we are both in this game and have left our world behind, and you can no longer pose the danger to our people that you had always planned to, I think it is not really necessary for me to be your Moirail anymore.
Whoa. Wait. What?
I'm really sorry, Eridan. It has just been so hard looking after you and keeping you out of trouble. It has taken its toll, and honestly, I am really exhausted.
Fuck! This isn't what... I don't know. I wasn't expecting this at all. I'm not sure I can handle this.
I'm sorry. It will be the best for both of us. We can just sort of be regular friends instead.
Wait.
No. Please don't.
Wait, does that even word, does that, wait, whoa. Does this word even fucking exist in Alternia? Fuck off.
Look, I'm being serious here. Don't do this. I won't even use my weird accent while I type, okay? So you know I'm being really dead serious and honest about this.
Okay. I am being serious and honest too. See?
Okay, good. Are you sure you aren't being hasty about this? You've just been through a lot. I mean, we are supposed to be fated to be Moirails, aren't we? Isn't that how it works? You can't just throw all that away because you're sick of me.
I am not sick of you, Eridan. I still really like you. In order to be destined for Moira allegiance, both people have to be on board, don't you think? But I cannot do it anymore. So I think it just wasn't meant to be all along. And really, you just don't need me anymore. You are free to do as you wish. We both are. I can't look after you anymore.
I didn't ever need anyone to look after me! I was totally fucking fine. My ambitions were noble, and really, none of your fucking business, quite frankly, your majesty! And the only reason I put up with sticking my flipper in this fucking shithole quadrant with you was...
Was what?
Never mind!
Tell me!
Okay, fine. I apologize for losing my shit over this. I was just caught off guard is all. But maybe it's a good thing, really. Actually, I might be proposing the same thing, to be honest.
Oh?
Yeah. Viv, have you thought about, since you don't want to be pale with me no more, the possibility of some other type of arrangement with me?
What do you mean?
I mean, something a bit more kinda reddish? Like brighter red?
No, I hadn't thought about it.
Okay, well, what do you think about it? Now that you're thinking about it.
I really don't know about that.
Why not? I thought you said you liked me.
I do, but I don't know if it's really in that way.
Couldn't it be, though? Don't you think there's room in your collapsing and expanding bladder-based aquatic vascular system for those feelings?
I've never had a chance to consider anything like that. I have just spent all my time worrying about you and trying to keep you from killing everybody, or...
You haven't been lamp zoned, you've been little brother zoned, and she's just disowned you.
hurting yourself. It took all my energy. I don't think I have anything left for those feelings either.
Oh, God.
What?
I'm the biggest fucking idiot who ever lived. I can't believe I just opened up to you like a chump when I knew it was coming. I am one sad fucking brine sucker. Over-emotional, sappy trash. You're right, I'm not better than anybody. I'm worse than anybody. Everybody. All the buddies.
Stop! God, will you just clam up for once in your life? Always carping and carping and carping! You go completely overboard with your emotions, always looking to reel in drama wherever you can. I am up to my gills in it. I just can't salmon the strength and them anymore.
I cannot believe you are doing the fish pun thing while you're breaking up with me. Real nice. Whoops, I mean real nice.
Sorry. But really, this shouldn't be as bad as it sounds. When all is said and done, I am still your friend. We have left...
Does the friend thing even fucking exist? Like, did they fucking forget about it or something? What?
our world behind. Everyone is dead, and there's no use in worrying about it now. It's over. It is time to play this game and focus on building something new and exciting. So hang in there, Aridin. I have to go now. Solix is in serious trouble, and I have to go help him. Bye!
Wait, don't go.
Harden the fuck up.
Peppery, proceed to gate.
You're free!
Garcat, check on Solix.
Bro, are you okay? Hey! Oh God, what have I done? Solix! Please tell me that's just honey. Please just be honey, please just be honey, please just be honey. Okay, make-believe time is over. Oh God, 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 oh God.
It is all your fault. You couldn't get him in before the glub.
There, you goddamn blubbering pansy.
Gamzee, indulge emotional theatrics.
Why is this guy stoned? He's like,
Gam, I need to talk to Ka. Where is he? He isn't answering.
He's, busy being slapped. Motherfucking senseless by the guy who likes knives. But I can relay what message you got, my brother.
I don't feel comfortable with that. I have some serious feelings and problems here, and I need some advice.
Yeah, I feel ya. He's pretty worked up too.
Well, why?
Because our good bro Solux just kicked the wicked motherfucking shit.
What the fuck do you mean by that? Are you saying he's dead?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, fuck. Now I feel like an asshole.
Yeah, I'd say that an asshole is the thing that just about what everybody feels like. Carcat blames himself on it. Poor motherfucker. But I told him to be chill, cause there's a miracle coming. I can feel it.
That is the worst fucking advice. What an awful thing are you to say? Magic isn't real, stupid. Stop believing in it.
I've gotta believe at what my heart tells in me. Even if it's a fake thing. Honk.
This is a lot of pointless rubbish, and isn't no emotional help for him. Or me either, for that matter. Put car on.
I can't really think about intervening. The black frowning motherfucker kinda scares me. Are you sure I can't help a brother up into his motherfucking chill?
I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. My feelings seem petty and meaningless now. She had better things to worry about than my overwrought bullshit. Like the dead guy who saved her. So forget it. Thanks anyway.
Bro, my advice is you just kick back and motherfucking snap into some rude elixir. And maybe get your wicked zone on. There. I said my piece.
What the fuck are you fucking babbling about?
Snatching ice cold, dog. Motherfucking chug that shit like you and the bottle was reunited lovers.
Are you recommending a beverage to me or something? Is that what this is?
Yeah, man, slam a Fago.
I don't have a fucking Fago, you stupid fuck! Why would I keep that disgusting shit on hand?
Are you motherfucking sure about that?
Oh God, you're right. I do. I totally forgot about it.
You see, man? Motherfucking miracles.
Aridin, Slamafago. You prepare to kick back and motherfucking snap into some rude elixir and maybe get your wicked zone on. It sure would be startling if what followed was a crudely drawn spit take accompanied by an odd short exclamation. What? It's just soda. Not great, but not that bad either. What's the big deal? We all need to settle down here.
Widescreen. Widescreen. It is the widest screen ever. You are almost in the screen. You are in the screen right now. You are in the screen bending over. Yeah, you're in the screen bending over.
Stop!
Grabbing your...
You can cut this part, okay?
It's a live stream. You can't cut a live stream. It's not how live streams work, Hutchon. It's like hacking a video. Can't hack a video.
Tonight.
What's tonight?
Buffet.
Are we making love?
No!
No love. Okay, then we're just gonna, hate bang. Yeah.
Hate bang.
Yeah, hate. Well, it's when you hate each other and you have sex. It's called hate banging.
No, never.
You don't like that quadrant? All right. Yeah, I can make Homestuck jokes now. What's that purple guy's name? I want to put it in the title for the video. What's the purple guy's name? I've got I've got him as Eridin. Is it Eridin? I wrote it down as Eridin. C-A-N-C-C. Is it Eridin? E-R-A-D-I-N? Is that his thing? Eridin? Oh, Eridan. Eridan. Alright, Eridan. Alright, I had it the other way around. Eridan. Because I've just been going like Homestuck Act 1, whatever. I think I should really start putting names in the titles, because I think people are going to watch certain character segments and not remember like what the fuck's going on. Okay. Alright, we have just finished Act 5, Act 1, Part 11. Act 5, Act 1, Part 12.
And later still, a princess prepares to administer a universal remedy for the unawakened.
Nani?
Carcat.
Hey, kid. Never got a chance to say how much I hate you. Every last one of yous. Goddamn troll kids. Every time you toying around, they smooching each other. Makes a man want to stab his own gut and puke blood.
Wait, so he's stuck in the vault because his arm's ripped off and his eye's been stabbed. So this is from the first intermission. This is from the first intermission from the Midnight Crew. When he got trapped in there by the Black Queen. Who now we know is the Black Queen, but at the time we didn't know is the Black Queen. Spade Slick, yeah. What? Oh, fuck off!
It is like I am the kid from the Never-Ending Story. I was chased by some bullies into this fucking attic, and now I'm watching more people kissing and stuff, basically forever. How many metalators removed from the story can we get? This attic is spooky. I wish those bullies would just leave me alone. Later, I am going to ride a long, magic dog through the sky and fuck their shit up. Ugh, this troll paint is making a mess. This was such a bad idea.
MSPA, quick, become more meta while AH is brooding.
See, I thought I started piecing together the story and then they pull this shit. Oh, fuck off! Oh, come on!
Land of Stumps and Dismay. Andrew Hussey employs a daring execution of author tech, laddered a self-indulgence behind his own back. It keeps happening. All MSPA readers make a solemn vow to do an acrobatic fucking pirouette off the stump and blow their brains out if it doesn't stop keep happening.
Okay, get back to the story, jackass.
Excuse me? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not going fast enough for you? Well, quite frankly, Your Majesty, I don't think you realize what kind of hell I've been through. Do you have any idea how long I've been trapped in this attic? Do you have any idea how fucking scary it is in here? Do you even have the slightest clue how many times that wolf head over there has scared the shit out of me?
Wolf? This is ridiculous!
No, this is my life we're talking about here.
Wide
Bullies,
angle.
wolves, musty attics,
Wide
huge spiders.
angle!
Did I mention the spiders? Let me tell you, I've got hella spiders up in this...
Crawl!
Oh fuck, this horn fell off.
On the
Damn
wall!
it, piece of shit. I wonder if there's any glue in here. Screw it. Do you have any idea how much power I wield over you? To what extent I can ruin the shit you step in with that squeaky clean Sunday loafer you use to stomp the bookmark and stamp that F5 key day goddamn in and day fucking out? Do you even possess the most infinitesimal kernel of cognizance for the degree to which I can make the shorn, shivering weasel that is the totem spirit representing your wretched fascination with this website squeal in heart-rending remorse? It would be so easy. I could snap my gray, smudgy fingers right now and make you read all the troll romance exposition segments all over again. Back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, you don't think I'll do it?
Oh my god. The problem is that when the subject of troll romance is broached, our sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable. But we will do our best to understand regardless. Humans have only one form of romance, and though we consider it a complicated subject spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is ultimately a superficial slice of what trolls consider the full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little else, is still just that, a single linear concept, a concept usually denoted by a single symbol. apart. Troll romance is more complicated than that. Troll romance needs 4 symbols. Their understanding of romance is divided into halves and half again, using 4 quadrants. The flesh quadrant, the religious quadrant, the pale quadrant, and the action quadrant. Each quadrant is grouped on a half they share, whether horizontally or vertically, depending on the overlapping properties on exams. The sharpest dichotomy from emotional perspective.
Almost broke my headphones.
Red romance comprised of the flesh and pale quadrants is a form of romance rooted in strongly positive emotions. Black romance with its collisions and action quadrants is rooted in strong negative. On the other hand, vertical applications of the personal relationship goes in emotional height. Those quadrants are conflicts with the flesh and religious, including the latter side controls. Those are target space where internationally, those are relationships relationships like exams. And they parallels between relationships and very fast romance. Even separate relationships in nature.
If you listen closely, you can almost hear butt sex. Butt sex, and more butt sex. That's a lot of butt sex. I'm gonna have a seizure.
If there was one theme to be hammered through sticks, it would be the troll's cultural preoccupation with romantic destiny. Yes, the romantic landscape is rife with false starts and miscues for values bad and black. But every troll believes strongly that each quadrant holds one and only one true parent for them. And it is just a matter of time before the greatest skill with auspicious matchups with mysterious channels of troll serendipity. In short, their belief is that for each quadrant there exists a pair or triad of trolls somewhere in the cosmos that were made for each other. Wow.
That's what just happened, bitch!
Alright, now you're definitely trolling us. Come on! Recap then?
Nah, I think we're good.
Reel it in.
Yeah, okay, I guess I've told you guys enough. Where were we? Oh yeah, Slick.
SS, move this along.
It's bad enough you had to watch this broad smooch a corpse and this kid ball his eyes out once already, even if it was centuries ago. Next! For the lover. Why would they even design a button like that if it didn't print the right advancement characters? You were getting really tired of mashing the equals key.
Wait!
This move.
There's a character that keeps drawing penises. It wasn't him? Wasn't one of the guys that was always writing doing the penis thing? Or is that just me linking things together that aren't linkable?
Really tired of mashing the equals key.
This moon is different. It's very purple and quiet. Doesn't look like anyone here is awake yet. Not like the yellow moon you were just dreaming about. Plenty of friends there, all up and around making a racket. It was fun for a while. Until you woke up with honey in your mouth, killed your Lucis, saved a princess, and died. Luckily, you have a couple lives to spare. Most other players only get 1 extra. But you're kind of a special case.
Boy!
Huh?
You there! Red and blue-eyed boy!
Wait, is that Club's Deuce?
Hello! I remember this! I didn't get the chance to formally greet you. I suspect this is what made you angry. But worry not! I've been brushing up on your troll etiquette. Pardon me while I consult the appropriate pages. It'll only be a moment. This book is very thick.
Just what you need. Another voice of the imminently deceased invading your head. Haven't they caused you enough trouble already?
Get it out. Troll etiquette sure is confusing.
Get it out! 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 Get it out!
Oh, jeez!
Solix, blast off. You've wasted enough time on sleeping and dying. You've got to get back to adventuring while the adventuring's good. And also change out of these stupid pajamas.
Wait, I thought waking up... this is them woken up. Whereas when they're playing the game, they're asleep. So if he's woken up, how can he get to the dream world?
Solix, get back to adventuring. The revived Mage of Doom returns to the land of brains and fire for a surprise rendezvous with the Witch of Life.
Hey, what the heck is going on in here?
What? So what happened there was past CD walked up to Solix just as future CD was using the terminal. The thing that just happened to Solix is different from a normal awakening. Ah, yes. Confuse me more, why don't you? Oh, you cosplayed Clubs, dudes. Nice. They don't make this easy to digest. It's not easy. It is not easy. His normal self is dead. Now he is his dream self. Oh my god. This is not easy to digest. Alright, let's read Homestuck Act 5, Act 1, Part 13. Your dream self is a second physical body. Solix has two. So what if we die, we actually just wake up?
Get back to adventuring. Somewhere on Lomat, the thief and the page plunder the untold riches of innumerable pointless side quests.
What now?
The thief is proving useless, completely unresponsive to commands. You'll need to rely on someone else. Someone less stubborn. Someone craftier. 8th Exile. Type forward switch 2. While the Knight of Blood charges ahead, the Seer of Mind remains behind to unravel the mysteries of the land of thought and flow.
Seer. It is time.
It's the voice again. You were wondering when she'd come back. This time you are ready for her. Terezi, retrieve chalk. You search for the appropriate card through your scratch and sniff modus. The card will be unmistakable. It is the one that smells like a fruity rainbow that makes you sneeze.
You're okay, you're wearing clothes.
Terezi, inquire.
Time for what? To begin your mission. What mission? You must eliminate the Arch-Agent. Exile Jack Noir.
Wait, Jack Noir, is Jack Noir the same as Spade's Slick? Or am I mistaken? Because I made a note somewhere when I was doing the titles. Let me take a look. They do look awfully similar, huh? Wait, they're different people? Oh, fuck me. So what, Spade Slick is the one from the Midnight Crew, whereas Jack Noir is the one that had to wear the clown hat, right? And he ended up stealing the ring. Whereas Spade Slick is in another reality where the Black Queen is still queen, but she locked him into the vault. Oh, okay, I want bullshit. Spade Slick is a name that Jack Noir takes in the Troll universe. Oh.
Nepeta, surely you must be adventuring by now.
Is an
Why,
alternate
yes,
version.
as a matter of fact. It does appear that the Rogue of Heart has been keeping herself quite busy. Nepeta, aggress.
Cubes.
You inquire into whereabouts of the Maid of Time. The Heir of Void has no idea where she went. She just disappeared.
I'm keeping up
Aquarius,
somewhat.
Get up and commence adventuring. The underlings have been getting enormous lately. Must have been something one of those other clowns prototyped. Speaking of clowns, Aquarius, answer Carcat. It does not appear to be a message from Carcat directed at you specifically. He had just updated one of the many memos on the trans-timeline bulletin board he set up a while ago. You've since no longer bothered keeping up with the endless and mostly incomprehensible communique. But while checking the update, you can't help but skim through the first memo in the long sequence, which was written hours ago from your present perspective. Aquarius, Read first memo.
Okay, I think I have this set up right. Fuck. I should have come up with a better board name. But I guess that's the name it was supposed to have, because that's the name that, I already read. Wow, that probably won't make any sense to anybody. Whatever, it's just a stupid name. Let's just do this. This is a public bulletin using Trollion's weird trans timeline features, which I don't really understand yet, but I'm guessing might be useful. I've included all 12 players in the subscription list, so you should all be able to read these memos at any time. That is, all the memos posted, past and future. I think. It could get pretty temporally confusing, obviously. I'm trying to keep these memos as simple and linear as possible. Also, let's keep this a one-way only bulletin to make this as simple as possible. Do not reply to my memos. This is not a fucking chat room, assholes. If you have something to say to me in response to a memo, message me in private at the appropriate point on the timeline. First order of business is about the teams. As of now, you should all be aware that there is really only one team, and we are all working together. And by now, I mean time local to me as of writing this. So if you're reading this in the past... okay, first of all, how do you even know about this feature already? Second, why didn't you fucking tell me? Whatever, I digress. If you're reading this in the future, then who cares? This is probably old news to you. Actually, now that I think about it, what's so special about reading this in the future? It's like any bulletin board. You post stuff and it sits there for a while and people in the future read it. Big fucking deal, I guess.
Oh my god, Carcat. Who cares?
Anyway, like I was saying, one big team over which I have assumed total leadership. I will assume that it will continue to stay this way for the duration of our quest, and that I will remain an impeccable leader for the span of hundreds of hours while I guide us all to a stunning victory. In fact, I don't even need to assume. I browsed through the whole bulletin in advance, and it does appear to be the case. Go me. In fact, since I've seen what I will write in the future, I wonder what impetus I will have for writing it later when I'm supposed to. I wonder if I could just copy-paste it. Hold on. Damn, I guess they thought of that? I don't know, I tried to look at the whole bulletin again, but now that I've opened this one from the beginning, I can't see the whole thing anymore. Unless I look at it on one of your computers. Or maybe if you send me like a text file or something. Would that cause a paradox or something? You know what, this is so stupid. I actually remember reading all this shit like a half hour ago, and now here I am typing it anyway. I probably can't avoid typing any of this. How weird is that? I hate time travel.
KK, I'm basically just laughing my ass off here at this. Wow.
Holy fucking shit! Are you people retarded?
Dude, don't worry. I won't fuck up your memo for long. I just can't believe this was the big reason you wanted future me to help you open those ports. To basically just babble about paradoxes and argue with yourself for hundreds of pages.
Okay, so you're saying this like 5 hours in the future just to give me a hard time? Nice. Well, thanks for the help. So when do I ban you, future boy?
A few lines down, after I pretend like I'm going to die. I'm sure for a laugh on account of my imminent banning. Fuck, how could you even do that to me? So cold, man.
Are you really so sore at me 5 hours later for running that virus? God damn! Get over it. It was your fucking virus anyway. You're to blame.
Nah, bro. We're cool about that. Now future you is connecting with me so I can enter the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so thanks for that. 5 hours in advance.
This is BS, isn't it? Trolling me from the future? How juvenile can you get?
No, man, it's true. We are bulge-bumping pupa pals again.
Oh, fuck this condescending future know-it-all act. We aren't bumping shit. You are so banned.
No, not the ban. It burns. Oh, God. Wait. Oh, God. It does burn. Something's wrong. I'm serious. That horrible psychic noise. The voices. They're all gonna die. Oh, shit. I'm bleeding. Shit. This is bad.
I have to get her in quick. Gotta go. And so the porcine hoof belonging to the swollen hag known as Lady Destiny has stomped another throat. Which one of you fuckers is next? Nobody? Okay, good. Although, I'm fairly sure I remember someone else chiming in before I close this memo. You ADD disordered shit wrenchers can't keep your lascivious prongs out of the row hole, can you? Solix, for future reference, or past reference, or whatever.
Archon, I
if
can see
you
your
want
butt.
to do that kind of role-playing, you can start your own bulletin. You can all act like brain-dead asswipes in your own festering flap of paradox space. Fine with me. Everyone will be so confused by the time paradoxes, it will distract them from how awful their terrible hobbies are. Choose your classes now. Level 69 Nook Sniffer is up for grabs. Who wants it? No, that is not an invitation for you fucking nerds to come in here and correct me on your goddamn fairy elves. Just do me a favor and keep me banned from that one, okay? I'll return the favor if you nerd at my memos. I seriously can't believe how many fucking nerds are on this team. Just remember, this is my personal podium. A stump, if you will. For sole use by me as leader for important leadership business. Got it?
Stop spoiling.
This is so embarrassing. What was I even thinking?
Don't spoil.
Shut the
Jesus.
fuck up!
I haven't seen this before.
Okay, I'm
why
fed
are you
up with
writing
this memo.
that?
Gonna close it out. You'll hear from me again later when I got something else to say. I.e., just scroll down, you douche. It's all right there already. Because of time travel. I know, right? Anyway, just to reiterate, full steam ahead, leader equals me forever, obviously. Peace the fuck out, D-bags.
I'd like to add to this useless memorandum that I still don't recognize the validity of your leadership.
Sweet mother grubs oozing vestigial third oral sphincter! How can you people be so stupid?
It may be true that we are all playing in the same session, but I see no reason to disband the former power structure, especially if it means instituting a tactical midget with a short fuse, a foul mouth, and paralyzing insecurity over the color of his blood. That's all I have to say.
Oh, I have a short fuse. That's very funny. You can almost hear me laugh over the sound of the robot you were probably beating to death, or doing worse to. Hey, you do kiss your robots, right? Might as well clear the air as long as we're broadcasting this across the entire space-time continuum.
Not usually.
The funny thing is, in the future, everyone will recognize me as the undisputed leader. Even you. You'll be standing on the tippy toes of your idiotic metal shoes, taking delicate purchase of my nubby horns and hoisting yourself over my head to put your sweatiest tough guy smooch upon my twitching spine lump. It will be tender and deferential, like a pauper kissing a noble's ring. Just scroll down. Read the logs.
Nowhere have I seen evidence of this. Most of this is you from various points in time raving about nonsense and arguing with yourself. Do you realize that here in the future this bulletin has come to be regarded as something of a joke? A lengthy piece of comedy often quoted amongst ourselves in private moments of levity. It seems I'm the one to inform you of this up front, which is likely why you persist with the ingratiating charade against better judgment.
You're getting off on this, aren't you?
What do you mean?
This excites you, being the tough guy and pretending like you're putting the awesome leader in his place. You're probably working up a good sweat. Hope you've alchemized a bunch of spare towels. Hey, why don't you ampersand combine them with your spongy brain for extra absorbency?
How do you know about my perspiration problem? I mean, aside from reading about it in this memo. Wait. Fudgesicles!
What about the queen? Jack was helping us exile her. So, both?
The Queen, so both. Oh, okay, well, oh my god, Dark Text Lady, I get it. No, I don't think so. Where are you then? Okay, sorry I asked.
Okay. Wow. Oh my god, Dark Text Lady, I get it. No, I don't think so. Where are you then? Okay, sorry I asked. What? No. It's okay. Because I don't want to run out of red. Because red is the best and tastes the best.
You are a strange and funny girl.
Well, at least they're ending the episodes at somewhat a logical point, Whereas before they were just ending the mid-scene, and I was just standing there going, what the fuck?
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun sized, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.